it ticking?
I guess. Facebook is updating its streaming requirements. Hey everybody, Ira Miller here with Homes Around the Village's YouTube channel. Seems like it's been forever since just got in, sorry. Anyways, so welcome to Monday Night Live with Homes Around the Village's YouTube channel, Ira Miller, and like I said, it's been a while. Shoot, Christian, you know how many weeks it's been?
Since On Top of the World was our last one.
Seems like a long time. Anyways, thank you all for joining. Kevin, hey buddy, welcome. Tamajama and Missy Mo. So you guys, thanks a lot for starting off the YouTube channel. All right, that's better. So cool. Anyways, I missed all you guys. Christian, does it say how many people we have?
25 right now.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I miss all of y'all. It's been too long, but it was a nice break. So, anyways, thanks, Tamajama. I appreciate it. So guess what? Usually I have pictures to show that Kevin has sent me and probably, a few others. But I think tonight I'm going to show y'all what I've been doing for the last few weeks. So if you would like to kind of, should I start now with my presentation? I'll tell you,
You're 29 right now. So.
Let's see. All right. Jax, welcome. Gary, appreciate you all joining in. So, and then Pat and Jane, thanks so much. All right, you guys, you're in for a treat because I'm going to show you what I've been doing. I don't normally, look, how many times have I ever put up pictures of me or my family or what I've been doing? But I'm going to do that tonight. So tonight I think is going to be kind of a special occasion for everybody. It's going to kind of let you behind the scenes, I guess. So let's do this. Let's start it out. Anybody that's so here we go. There's me and my bride. Where are we? Oh, man. Oh, we're in Cherokee, North Carolina. We went to Maryville, Tennessee, but from there we went to Cherokee. So that's a picture of us in Cherokee. Let's see what else I got. Wonder why this isn't. Why isn't this just kind of going through? Oh, there we go. All right, I got that. This is the view from the cabin up in Maryville, and we were up in the Great Smoky Mountains. So temperature 65 degrees. It was wonderful. Found me a little waterfall, and I could not stop from wanting to take a little dip in that waterfall. So that was a lot of fun. Perfect water temperature up there. Had a blast. Oh, a little video of me and my nephew, stepson, trying to convince them to join me in this waterfall. It was right below our cabin. And then from Cherokee, we went to Gatlinburg, and this was a great great little place. We went in there and they go, oh, sorry, we're changing. It was like 4 o'clock. And they're like, we're changing from lunch to dinner. Or it might have been 3 o'clock. And so they wouldn't let us, they wouldn't give us a table, but they let us sit at the bar. And this was a really cool place up there in Gatlinburg. So what was I doing up there? Well, this is
I think Missy Mo in the comments.
a dragon. Missy Mo did what?
She guessed that in the comments.
Guess what?
Did you slay the dragon?
I did slay the dragon. So this is the dragon here. And how come this popped up? What is the deal? Okay. There we go. So that's me after making a pass along the tail of the dragon. Oh, so this was the second week. So the first week that I was gone, we were up in the mountains. The second week, we went over to the beach. So it just doesn't get any better than that, I don't think. Going from the mountains, which I love, to the beach. This is my brother. So the whole family was down at the beach. This is called Stonewood. We were at a restaurant called Stonewood in Ormond Beach. These are the only other two Millers in the Miller family. Well, I should say, the only other two Miller boys. Oh, let me go ahead and do this. Hold up. I gotta get me the mini-me here. There we go, that's better. All right, so up here, that's my son Joey, that's his Uncle Mark, that's my brother, and we were having a good time at Stonewood there. So, but like I was saying, those are the only other two Millers in my Miller boys in my entire family, because my mom, when we were born, changed our name to Miller. So then me and my brother were the only Millers in our family, and then Joey. So Joey has to have a child, a boy, to continue the Miller name that we started here. So we'll see how that works out. So this is all of us. Me, Patty, my daughter Jamie, Joey, my brother. This is all my family here at Stonewood. So we were having a great time at the beach. Oh, back in the mountains. So they've got people up there that take professional pictures. And this is me coming around one of the curves. This is why they call it the tail of the dragon, because it's real curvy up there. Another shot. On this, my rear brakes went out. There's so many twists and turns, my brakes overheated. All right, there we go, Kevin, and Noah, and Gio. So there we go. We kind of bled right in. So there's a little thing on where I was, what I was doing for the last few weeks, and so it took a few days. So we went on the weekend. We had like a 3 or 4 day weekend, and then I was back at work, and then another 3 or 4 day weekend. So unfortunately, I couldn't go for the whole. Let's see here. Oops, I gotta put myself right here.
Yep. And then full.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Yeah, I get a little rusty after you've been gone for so long.
Back to green for the chat.
Oh, back to green for the chat. So there you go. That's what I've been doing. That's why you haven't seen me here in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I guess it was.
And they won't see you next Monday.
And that boy that I showed you in the picture is turning 22 next Monday. So my wife threatened me with my life if I wasn't at dinner at a restaurant for Joey's birthday. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to try to cram everything in tonight because I won't be here next week. But after that, I should be good to go. So, let's see what we have here in our chat room. And then in a minute we're going to kind of do a market review like I like to do with everybody. It's been a few weeks, so we'll see what's going on there. So Victoria, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Woohoo, woohoo! And it's 62 today. Oh man, you know. Temperature check. You know what it is here? 94 at 6 o'clock at night. That is, and storms likely tonight. So I guess we need those storms to kind of cool things off. So thank you, Victoria. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Missy Mo. Christian told me that you were right in there. Emilio, hey Ira, I hear they are building in the Richmond area. How can we get first dibs on those houses over there? Kevin, 97 here in the Villages. 94, my dude. Last what?
Well, maybe with humidity, how it feels.
Richmond. We already have, I think Richmond's already built out, right? Let's check it out. So Matrix, and we're going to do a search in the Villages, and let me just show you what we got going on. So this is the Villages, packed with, oh man, I don't like this map. Hate this map. I have to choose. I just have to choose any listing here. Can you get me back on, I can do it. A?
Yep.
And then,
There you go.
okay, so this is, let me just show you where Richmond is. Okahumka, here we are. So, first things first, Brownwood, this is Brownwood right here. And then Richmond is right here. So, yeah, this is Richmond. Or is this, let's see, on Magazine. Or one of these, I think it's this one, because I know it's real close to Brownwood. So Emilio, I'm at a little bit of a dilemma here, and maybe all of this is Richmond actually. So yeah, I mean we can zoom in, you can see all the houses. The village's land comment, they don't tell us. I thought they might have told us what the, but they're not going to tell us that it is Richmond anyways, but there you go. So, I got it. Boy, I'm rusty. Here, I got it, Christian. I got it, thank you. All right, so, anyways, back to here. So, Emilio, I'm not really sure. Let's see. Where'd you go? Right here. Okay, so I'm not really sure in the Richmond area if that's what you meant. Okay. Oh, Jax. Thank you. You look just like your brother. No, my brother looks just like me. You know what my brother does? Anytime he meets somebody new, he goes, "This is my much, much, much older brother." Right? Now, I'm sure everybody out there will say he's much, much older than me, right? However, we're exactly to the day a year and a half apart, and he is younger than me. No pressure, Joey. No pressure. He feels the pressure, trust me. I remind him all the time. Yeah, you know what? Those are stolen time off, believe it or not. I really had to convince my wife we needed to go on that Tail of the Dragon vacation because my nephew, excuse me, my nephew rented a cabin up there, and he was driving his motorcycle, I think on one of those pictures, let's see, on one of these, my nephew, where did he, I think, could have swore I had him and me riding together. Wow. Maybe it slipped by Christian. Oh no, there he is. So this is my nephew, this is my wife's sister on the back, and that's me following. He's got a really nice Harley. So, Gio. Kevin, don't charge me royalties now, buddy. Okay? So that's kind of what we did. So my nephew, got this big cabin and I had to convince my wife we needed to go up there. And so I could ride my motorcycle on the Tail of the Dragon. So yeah, it always is good. And then subsequently, we already had our vacation planned with family for that next week. So like I said, that was a stolen vacation there. So Gary, coming to see you next Monday afternoon, 1 week. So yep, come and see me. I'll be here. I'll be here, but I won't be there in Monday Night Live. By the way, you're probably wondering what that's all about. And I was cleaning my fans in my lanai, and I was using this really harsh chemical. It was purple degreaser that I got at Lowe's. And I put gloves on. I was smart enough to put gloves on, but then it ran down my arm, so it messed me up. Coming to see you, cool. Peter, how long before people retire do they look for, how long before people retire do they look for retirement homes? So I would probably say, well, I mean, I get people looking a couple of years that they're just looking. They're just getting information, gathering information. But I can tell you, you know, seriously, probably a year. Just all depends. I mean, I get people that don't retire for 5 years that come over here, buy a home, put it in, and rent it out. And then when they finally are ready for retirement, they either move into that home or sell it and get another home. What I call that is the inflation fighter, because in 5 years, homes will have gone up quite a bit. So that's a way to beat the inflation and prices of homes. So you can kind of just think about that. It's not a sales pitch. I'm just telling you because from 24 years of experience, I cannot tell you how many people where I saw them maybe 3, 4, or 5 years before they finally came to buy, and they freak out and they go, oh man, I wish I would have bought 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever. I hear that all the time. I wish I would have bought back then. So it wouldn't be right of me not to mention that to you. So it's just something to think about. If you can and you want to buy something now, even a little patio villa, just to try to keep up with inflation of the price of homes, you might want to think about that. So Peter, little word to the wise. I had vegan chili for supper, so we were also expecting. All right. I feel sorry for your wife, wrestler. They're building extra houses by Lake Okahumpka in the Richmond area. In the Richmond, so it's probably not in Richmond. Let me go back to here. So if we go over to here,
It's on the village's website. I don't know if that helps you.
is it? What's on the village's website?
That map of Richmond.
Oh, yeah, but it doesn't show the homes.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm looking for Lake Sumter Landing. No, I'm not looking for Lake Sumter. I'm looking for Richmond. Evans Prairie, so that's going to lead us to Brownwood. And then the Richmond area, maybe over here. No, that's not even the villages. That's a little mobile home community. So all of those are built. And I think you all know how I feel about building in a wetlands area. I don't think I need to remind you about that. Because if you look, all this is wetlands. This is wetlands, this is wetlands, this is wetlands. I think at one time, this is wetlands over here. So, I don't know. Yes, they are developing. Yes, they're developing, I think this area, let me see, I'll tell you where. So this is what I don't get. Okay, so yes, they are developing this area right here. You are correct, Emilio. However, wetlands, I would be careful. And I don't want to get sued by the villages. I'm just saying, this is all, and you guys are going to have to make your own decision about that. But this is where, and they're probably going to call it, I don't think they're going to call it Richmond, right? It'll be called a different name, but it is in the Richmond area. You are correct. And I do remember seeing all that construction going on as we go through there. So I don't know really what more. I would say buyer beware. What is that? Caveat emptor over there. And if you want to talk to me about it one-on-one, we can do that. Just coming from contractor experience, what you really have to do to build homes in a wetlands area. All right, enough of that. So yes, Emilio, you are 100% correct in the Richmond area, but it's not Richmond. Let's see. I lost you. Lost. My husband's watching the weather. Gosh. All right, so let me get caught up here with you guys because I don't want to miss out on anyone. So Emilio, thank you. My husband was watching the weather and seems Florida was supposed to get 5 inches of rain by next week. I heard 10 in some spots. So, but that was, I think, down in South Florida, they were going to get 10 inches. But my lawn needs it. My lawn needs it, but my pool deck area does not, because I just spent 3 hours pressure washing around my pool deck area. And my pool deck, crazy me, stretches from one end of my house to the other. Rather than like here, I made it all the way out here, and that's just that much more I have to pressure wash. And I've been pressure washing for 17 years. So, yeah, I can get somebody to do it, but y'all know me. You've been watching my videos. I like to do stuff myself because I like things done a certain way, the correct way. That's just me. So, anyways, so, yeah, please click the thumbs up. Yes, Patricia. Thank you. I think you beat Wrestler to the punch on that one. Heard they were building in Richmond also a small area of new homes. That is correct. You know what I can do if you want to make a note of that. We'll do a little flyover, and I'll show everybody where they're building. Okay. So great area right outside of the golf cart bridge. Let's see. So this is the area I was telling you where they're building in here, and your golf cart bridge is right here, going over to Brownwood. So pretty good location if you want to be close to Brownwood. I was just doing a market analysis for one of my customers, and we were looking at how much somebody paid for a home in Richmond, and it was quite a bit more than what it seems like all the other homes were going for. And I said, well, it's probably the location, being right there at Richmond. Okay, so we need rain. We do need rain. Oh, so that reminds me. As I'm going through, so on my trip up to Tennessee and then to the Tail of the Dragon, I left Friday morning and drove up. Took us 11 hours. But I was gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, came home Monday, 4 days. And when I came home, there were giant brown patches in my lawn. And I'm like, what is going on here? Chinch bugs, I knew it right away. So anybody who lives in Florida or is living in the villages or has a home in the villages, beware if you have St. Augustine, okay? So I think, Kevin, you have the Empire Zoysia. So I don't think they affect the Empire Zoysia. But anybody in that new area to the south of us, I've been selling a lot of homes down there, listed a few homes down in that area. Beware, chinch bugs. And so I was just at a home inspection for a home that I sold, and I called up the listing agent and I said, hey, there's chinch bugs in this lawn, and I'm telling you, 4 days, man, my lawn was destroyed. So I got out the insect killer, and I inundated my lawn, granules as well as the spray, because I had to knock them out as soon as I could. So my lawn will survive, it will recover. But anybody out there, if you think that your lawn's not getting enough rain or enough water or whatever, just look at the whole thing. If you see like real nice green grass and then all of a sudden a dry patch where it looks like it needs water, those are chinch bugs. So be very careful. That is a PSA for you all today. So we need rain.
Should have 1.33 inches tomorrow.
Here?
Yep.
1.3 inches of rain here tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, there goes my pool deck. But there goes my lawn. My lawn will love it. So I just have to get the pressure washer out again. C'est la vie. Hello, Bill from Village of LaBelle. And Wrestler Rizzo. Hello, Kevin. Yo. Hi, William. Do most people add gutters on their entire house? I see the new builds just have them in the front entry. I don't have gutters on my home. I just let it come off. I don't know why you'd want to redirect the water with gutters. A lot of people, most people, what they do now is they just landscape all the way around their house. I don't know, about that far from the house, so when the water comes off the roof, it's coming in that planted area, and then the water disperses. So that's just me. Elizabeth Lorenzo, how you doing? Thank you for joining and hanging in there with me, because like I said, I know it's been quite a while. It is 6:35. I want to say something else at 6 right now. So I'm thinking, how many people we have now?
53.
53? Oh, I see, 54 viewers. And we started out with 25 and 29. So I want y'all. I'm gonna go through our chats, but I would like for all of you to kind of weigh in on what your thoughts would be if we started at 6:30 instead of 6 o'clock. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to Christian whether we start at 6 or 6:30. But I know a lot of people probably eat dinner at 6 o'clock, so I don't want to interfere with that. So if you think it might be better at 6:30, we'll start at 6:30 and go to 8. I can't go past 8. Christian will charge me overtime.
And Ira will need another energy drink.
And Ira has to eat dinner. So that's another reason why I was thinking 6:30. Me and Christian go out. Anyways, let us know. I mean, this live stream is for you. It's not for me. It's not for Christian. This is all for you guys. And that's why you've really never seen any pictures shared by me before. But I just wanted you to know where I've been the last few weeks and why I haven't had my live stream. So, and again, just a reminder, no live stream next Monday because it is Joey Aaron Gritter Miller's 22nd birthday. And so we're all going to take him out for his birthday and enjoy his birthday. Okay? All right. The purple stuff is what got me, Kevin. Or we could do it Tuesday. We could do a live stream Tuesday Night Live.
Sure, we just can't do Wednesday.
Podcast.
One Skip.
Podcast. Huh?
Doesn't Skip do his live streams on Wednesday?
I think he stopped doing that. But we don't want to step on Mr. Smith's toes on Wednesday. Looking at my calendar for next week, the 18th, Tom and Linda, I have to meet over in On Top of the World, but that's at 10. So, haircut next Tuesday. Well, I guess we'll have to skip another. I hate skipping these weeks. I hate, passing this stuff up. No, it wasn't Fabuloso. This stuff is in a plastic container about this. I buy it in bulk. It's about this high, this wide. And man, oh man, I know it would eat up my hands, and so, but I didn't think it would do that. All right, go into On Top of the World this weekend. All right, Gary. Ira, no. The purple stuff, goes purple. John Keller, we watched The Villages for 15 years. 15 years before they were ready to buy. So there you go, Peter. You asked, when's a good time? Anytime's a good time. This is, what? This is, somebody put, this is crap live stream. How about something useful? Did you see that? LG. So, I don't know. Everybody, you think that, all right, so something useful. Well, I got to get caught up, whoever that is. It is 6:40. So hang in there, LG. I'll give you something useful here shortly. But this is a live stream. This is a 2-hour live stream. So I'm sorry if you're not entertained by or don't feel like you're getting anything out of it. Like I said, I don't usually share personal stuff anyways, but everybody else who's on here now, has had a chance to get to know me, and I just thought I would share with them. So Anyways, everyone, please remember to click the thumbs up button. There you go, wrestler. Thank you. And subscribe if you have not already. Yes, it shows Ira you care, and it's free. Thanks, wrestler, for that PSA. You all know what a PSA is? Ira, make me a moderator and I will take care of the trolls. Yeah, I guess that's what that was. That was a troll creeping up on us, huh? You talking about me, Rizzo? You can never get rid of me. I'm immortal. Let's see. Wrestler, you're not a troll, dude. You are a lifetime member of the Homes Around the Village's YouTube channel. Tell us your thoughts on the wetlands area. So, wetlands. Well, so Mr. LG, whoever he was, if he was looking for some relevant information, wetlands. How about the development? Here we go, wetlands development regulation. So the thing is, you're going to have to do a whole lot of undercutting. Wait a minute, let me get myself here in front of you guys. Okay. All right, so you're going to have to do a whole lot of undercutting and backfilling with what we call construction sand that percolates, that will absorb water. You don't want a clayish material or a soggy, muddy, mucky material. You want a nice clay base that can be compacted, and you need it compacted in lifts, 1 foot lifts. Somebody comes in there either with a steamroller, a little mini steamroller, or a handheld vibrating compactor in 1 foot lifts. Then a tester has to come in, test the compaction, make sure it's at compaction. Then you do another lift and another lift and another lift to get it right, so you don't have any structural issues in a wetlands area. But before you even do that, anybody that owns any land in a wetlands area and wants to develop that wetlands area has to do what's called a mitigation. So what is a mitigation of wetlands? A mitigation means you have to go out, buy some property somewhere that's not wetlands, and you have to dedicate that property as wetlands to the Army Corps of Engineers, because they're the ones that control the wetlands, and so that mitigation type deal. So it gets pretty expensive, and that's why you're seeing higher and higher and higher bonds, because if you have to go buy property somewhere else to compensate for the wetlands you're trying to develop, right, and then you have to undercut it, like I was saying, and backfill it in lifts, it gets very, very expensive. And so that's why you're seeing upwards of over $50,000 bonds now, you know, so keep that in mind. But wetlands, let's see, wetlands grants, increasing quantity and quality of wetland, property development. So wetlands are federally protected lands, and that's why I was saying they're actually under the Army Corps of Engineers. If you're dealing with private that includes or is near wetlands, these rulings can impact your development plans. So I kind of gave you a kind of an overview of what you could do. And so I would encourage you to just do what I just did, kind of Google about what you have to do when you're developing wetlands. But again, it's very, very, very important that you backfill. You undercut first. You cut all the loamy, mucky, it might have clay, I don't know, but you have to undercut all that stuff out of there. And and who knows how far down you have to go to get it all out. Then there tends to be water intrusion that kind of comes in, because if you saw the map that I had up there, I mean, it's surrounded by Lake Okahumpka. So very important to get it right and to do it right. So unless you're watching the development of the infrastructure there and the site itself, like I said, that's why you have to be very careful about building in wetlands area. Now, when I go to here, and let me see. Okay, I'll go to here. We're gonna go out here to, we'll go to 15, 478, and then we're looking for a newer, so that's not where I want to be. Let's go to here. Let's see here. Kriego, well, Kriego's not going to be in that area. I know Kriego is. Well, we're gonna use it anyways. Just the map of it, okay? All right, so the flood map. Here we go. Okay, so if your property is touching some of these wetlands, like these are, these people will have to pay homeowners insurance. I mean, flood insurance, sorry. Flood insurance, these are paying flood insurance, these would pay flood insurance. So be careful about where you purchase, because if you're in this flood zone area, you're going to be paying flood insurance. These maps are crappy. Anyways, and I can't zoom out too much or else they go away. But this will just give you an idea of what's going on. Okay? So you can see all the flood zone. If you read up here, X is good. So X is out of the special flood area. A, does it say? How come it's not telling me? Zone X, an area deemed to be outside of the 100 and 500 year. Usually it says with A and AE, these are all A's, but AE is all about 2. Anyways, we're going to go back to our Christian, you want to answer this for me? Thank you.
Ira Miller's office, Christian speaking, how may I help?
All right, hold on, you guys. Okay. All right, so hopefully that gave you a little bit of Thank you, John.
She'll call you back after 8.
Okay, cool. John Keller, thank you very much for that comment. That's what I'm all about, is making your dreams come true. LG, we actually learn a lot from Ira. Be patient, listen, and ask real questions. He is a good guy. Oh, wrestler, thank you. Usually wrestlers goofing off all the time, but I appreciate that. Let's see. Patrick, thanks so much. Appreciate that. And Kelly, how are you? I was driving by your house the other day. I really, since I just did that renovation of that premier home on Cimarron, I really wish I would have taken a few more videos in between the start and the finish of your home. But I really would like to come out, do a video, and show everybody what we did to your house as well. So thanks for jumping in and saying hi. Like grubs here. Okay, so grubs eat up your grass, huh? They have that nasty bug in New Jersey, too. I just watched Frank do a video on how to take care of the chinch bugs. He had them in his yard. And, I mean, you really... I thought I was good to go because I put the granular down, and they think, oh, yeah, granulars are good for 3 months. I don't think it was 3 months. And I put my granular down. All right, jumping in to say hi. Hey, Rich. Thank you so much. Where are you from? Warminster, Pennsylvania. Cool. I don't know where Warminster is. I'm a Florida boy. So, welcome to the live stream. Yes to 6:30, Pat D says. 6:30 would be good also, Missy Mo says. All right, so it sounded like, Christian, 6:30 is the ticket. Hi, Ira. Jane from Pat and Jane. Have you heard of sinkholes and on top of the world? It didn't seem to be an issue when I was there in April. Also, we will be coming back to visit next year. So that's one of the things that On Top of the World is so proud of, is that they don't have sinkhole issues. And I honestly haven't heard of a sinkhole issue because, what they say is they don't dig retention areas very deep and hold water. And that's kind of what causes sinkholes, is when water, finds its way through a fissure, and then it just opens up into the aquifer, and poosh, everything caves in. So I haven't heard of, now they'll be quick to tell you about the sinkholes in Stone Creek, but those were also in the retention areas. So when you dig too far down and you don't line your retention areas properly or even at all, what's going to happen is you're digging through that crust of lime rock, and when you dig too deep, there's tendencies of fissures opening up and turning into sinkholes. So, but that mainly happens in those retention ponds because, again, they dug too deep and they didn't line it properly. But I haven't heard of any sinkholes under a house in Stone Creek, so I just want to make sure that we know about that. Let's see. Okay, cool. Sometimes takes YouTube 15-ish minutes to push out notifications. Also, time for people to notice the alert, which makes it 6:30. So if you start at 6:30, some people won't start coming in till 7.
That's true. I've had it no more than 5 minutes pop up, the notification.
Oh, there's a notification?
Yeah, if people hit the bell icon, they'll be notified when you go live.
Right when I go live?
Yeah, so you hit the live button, it should send them out. But it takes, from like a minute to like 5 minutes for what I've noticed.
Okay. See, you learn something new every day. Thanks, wrestler. Appreciate that. So yeah, I didn't know that. As soon as we go live, it sends out. I thought we push out a notification before.
So yes, Jamie also does posts. So the day of, she'll send a little post out.
Day of?
hmm And I think the Friday before too.
All right. Well, so Jamie's been. Y'all know Jamie. She's been sending those posts, I guess y'all have been getting, just to kind of let you know we are going to have it, what time we're going to have it. But that's a little worrisome then. I don't want that to happen. We could always push it back up to 6 o'clock, right? So you guys, we'll start on not the 17th, but I guess the 24th. At 6:30. Oh, you already got it. Thanks, Christian. And then, look, if it doesn't work, we'll go back to 6. Like I said, this is all for you guys, okay? Let's see. They can use a nuclear density gauge to test the compaction. Yes, that is true. It's a handheld thing with a big nuclear radar penetration, something like that, right, Gary? I love the rain. Then again, I'm from England. Oh, Land Girl GB, Great Britain. We got it now. John Keller, you had been looking at the villages for 15 years before buying? I beat you. I have been watching Ira on YouTube since I was a teenager. He's been around. Didn't I tell you that guy's a real practical jokester? So, he's been around a long time. Not on a live stream. In life, yeah. Hi, Ira Jane from Pat and Jane. Have you heard of sinkholes? Okay, we talked about that. Wrestler Mania, the internet wasn't invented when when you were a teenager. Wrestler, Ira has been selling houses for at least 50 years. Well, the scary part about that is it's half of that. So that's always interesting when I look back. Funny thing is, I walked into the village's sales office today at Lake Sumter Landing, and darn if I didn't see 2 people as lobby hosts over there who I knew personally when I worked there from 2000 to 2009. So these people, they get locked in and they don't go anywhere. The one guy used to be a sales manager, and now he's a lobby host. So that is a step down. A lot of people, though, do it for the insurance. So, we are having an Ira watch party in LaBelle. So is Bill Rizzo hanging out with you over there, John, in LaBelle? Because that's where Bill Rizzo is. Cool. How many at the party? Hey, everybody at the watch party at John Keller's house. I guess it's your house. You know what they say about assuming, right? All right, thanks so much for the information on wetlands, much appreciated. So yes, I just, I have to be careful about, I can't all I can do is just alert you guys as to what should be done, what needs to be done, and then I would imagine that there is some engineering somewhere for that land. And that's what I would do if it was me and I wanted to buy a house in that particular area. I'd want to see the engineering reports. I would want to see the reports on the compaction tests and how many lifts they did. And yeah, I'd be asking all those questions. So that's good information. And
Does that mean Florida will always have a set amount of wetlands? If you can only like replace them if you buy some or build on it?
Does Florida have a certain amount of wetlands?
Because you were saying earlier that how you have to essentially pay to replace it somewhere else.
Right, it's called mitigation of wetlands, and if you want to mitigate some wetlands and build on it, where you have to undercut, and the building department's really going to be on you for making sure you do it right, but
the total amount will never change then of wetlands we have in the state, right?
technically it shouldn't, but just like the island that I have listed, it says the whole thing. No, is that the wetlands? So you have wetlands and you have flood zone. Okay, two different things. Being in a flood zone means you're in an area that's prone to flooding, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's federally protected lands that wetlands are, because wetlands, they exist for drainage, right? So if you didn't have wetlands, there wouldn't be a lot of, if you're getting a lot of rain like we're getting ready to get a lot of, those wetlands kind of collect a lot of that water.
Like a retention
because
pond.
it can't percolate through the earth fast enough. So that's why, that's the purpose wetlands serve. Okay, so Rich says he's about 25 minutes from New Jersey. Would love for you to come out. Ken will be back here the week of the 4th. Oh, 4th of July. Cool. So, Kelly, I'm going to make a note of that. Actually, 4th of July week. 4th of July is on a Thursday. So if he's going to be there that week, make sure sprinklers. I'll touch base with you, Kelly, but I'm thinking maybe the 1st. Okay. So if you'll make a note of that, Mr. Christian, for me to ask Blakely to make sure we confirm that, that's a good time. All right. Oh my gosh. Look who it is. Jamie Miller. Friday before and Sunday when okay, let's back it up here.
That's about the notifications, about the live stream. Yeah, so she was just replying to what you were
Oh,
talking
thanks, Jamie. So she notifies everybody the Friday before and then Sunday. You work on Sunday?
about. And day of.
You're not charging me overtime, are you? And wrestler Jamie at Rizzo's. Oh, you are at Rizzo's house. Oh, cool. Ira, I heard you sold the historic side of the villages to Howard Schwartz. I'm that old, huh? Well, we know Mr. Schwartz, and it's Harold Schwartz. So you're, what did you call that? Autocorrect. Your autocorrect messed up on you there, Bill. All 40 of us that are at Rizzo's house, all of our phones, come on over after the stream for the party. In fact, everyone on the stream is invited. Just walk in, no problem. Well, if I knew where Rizzo's house was, I know it's in the village of LaBelle, I might sneak attack you. So, there you go. So you're going to have to let us know. Well, wrestler. Oh, even wrestlers over there. Okay. I make the quick post on Sunday for free to show my appreciation for you employing me. To you too, Jamers. And thank you for joining us this evening as well. Everybody loves to hear from Jamie Miller. And Miss Miller will be coming here, I think, coming back from school. She's burning up that I-10, I-75 corridor, going back and forth. Maybe you'll pass Gary and give Gary a wave on his time down here. Oh, Howard is Harold's older brother. Oh, okay. Dang, wrestler. The girl's got to make a buck, right? She's good. She gets it honest. So, there you go. All right. While we have a little break, I am going to do a market for you, LG. We're going to do a market review. So, today and today only, 470 matches. 470 matches. So if any of you go back to older live streams during our market report, you know, I always say 500 to 550 is, and maybe now with all the extra homes that the villages have built and areas that the villages has built, probably 600, I would estimate, is probably about normal, a normal market for the villages. Historically, dang, you know, I was going to go and try to figure out how I could go back years. So remind me, Christian, to try to figure out how I can go back.
Like to see like how many were in COVID during inventory?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking about, oh, shoot. What is active? Dang. Yeah. Got to figure that one out, guys. I'm sorry, I forgot. I need to do that. I know there's got to be a way where I can go back to a certain date and time.
I made a note of it. We'll look into it.
Yeah, because if I go, here's 22, 21, 20. If I go to April 10th of 2014, and I say okay, there's 0 matches. So we'll figure it out and get to you. I would love to have that information. How many homes were in 2020 or whatever.
And compared to this year. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to do that. So, anyways, getting back to, all right. Where's my pointer? Okay. So getting back to where we were, June 10th, today's date. See, clear. Yeah, see right there, June 10th, it tells me 470 matches. But if I go, let me see if I go back to the 9th. technologically challenged. That's why I have young people work for me. Jamie, Christian, Blakely. We got a new guy, Vince. So if any of you get a call from Vince or Vincent, he's a new guy on our team. And he's in charge of just following up with everybody, contacting everybody, making sure we're doing our job. If we've set up a search for you, an auto search for a certain particular home or area or whatever, price range, that's Vince. He's started working here last week, and he has his real estate license, so he's learning in the process. All right, so I'm sitting here talking to you, and I'm not even. I still have to go back to here. All right, so let's do this. Let's see what's sold in the last month, okay? So we're going to get out of here. We're going to clear it. 470. Now, sold properties in the last 30 days. Here, let me get myself up here for you guys. There we go. Okay, sold properties. We want to get rid of active. We already know there's 470 active listings. Sold properties in the last 30 days, 148 matches. So that's all the homes in the MLS that were sold in the villages, 148 in 30 days. So these are all manufactured homes. Let's jump to 100. That way we can kind of flip through them. And then let's talk about days on market too, okay? That's always important. So cumulative days on market usually match active days on market. And again, these are your manufactured homes over here. So they tend to take a little bit more, although this one sold in 4 days for cash. So it must have been a really good deal. So let's see, this is number 100. So we're back. See all the cash, a lot of cash. But I don't know. Quite a few conventional too. And so everybody's kind of concerned about, getting a mortgage these days. What I have found is that there's still people getting mortgages. Look, trust me, 7.5% is not that bad if you think about it and you think back historically. So I would say that's not too bad. And what I've seen a lot of people do is pay down a lot of that. So maybe instead of getting an 80% loan, maybe they get a 50% loan, right? They'll take some extra money, and so just think of it in the terms of stock market. How much money are you making in the stock market? Are you making 7% or 7.5% in the stock market? Well, if you're not, if you're making 3 or 4 or 5% on your money in the stock market, poof, put it in a home, right? And all that money that you've paid down for that mortgage, that's 7% that you're saving by putting that money towards that home, right? So that's why I think I see a lot of people pulling money out of the stock market, throwing it into a home, paying down the mortgage, or even when they originally get their mortgage, they might be mortgaging $100,000 or $200,000 on a or $500,000 home. So that's all made money that you would be making consistently at 7% if you take it out of the stock market, put it in a house for the duration of the house, right? If you think about it. So some people might say, I make 10%, I'm making 10%. Well, is that consistent? Are you making 10%, all the time, every week, every month, every year, or whatever? Do you want a guarantee of 7.5%? Take that money, put it towards a home. So smart money. That's a smart way to do things. So if we go back here, let's see, closing dates. Okay, average days on market. So as we get to the bottom, doesn't change so much, right? There's some single digits going on still, but yeah, so we're definitely back into a more of a typical standard market, I would say. So that's your market report. If anybody wants to, let's see, what can I do here? Pending. Let's talk about pending for a second. How many homes are just recently went under contract? Pending. And this is in the villages. No other terms. So in the last 180 days, 166 matches. Now, typically homes under contract typically don't go much past 30 days. I'm going to put 60 days, and it went from 166 to 162, so there's only 4 homes that are pending for longer than 60 days. But so as far as homes under contract getting ready to close, I would say 30 days is more typical. And you have 127 matches out of 167, so there's 40 homes out of the 166 total, or 66, 67 total, that are more than 30 days. So you can see the bulk of them, 127 matches, usually close within 30 days. So this is your market report. I'm going to head over back to our chat and see if there's any questions. So hold on. There we go. All right. So Gary, say hi to Jamie if you're traveling on I-10 or I-75 on Thursday. I think we've been through a lot of these chats already here. Yeah. What's John doing? Howard is Harold. Ira, me, my son, and Gio are stopping by July 1st. Is that a Monday? July 1st?
Yes.
Cool. Come on down. Hey, we'll put Geo, instead of just a picture, we'll give you the real deal, you guys. That would be very cool. Been watching all these pictures year after year. We could have Mr. Geo
In 3D.
in 3D. Yeah, I wish we could have this in 3D. But he will be live on Homes Around the Village's YouTube live stream. So that would be great. Try sold. Ricky P says try sold. We just did sold, Ricky P, but we'll do sold again. And then sold within, well, let's click out of here. Sold. Here's what would be interesting. How many homes expired? Well, let's go to sold first for Ricky P. So the last 60 days, there's been 315 homes sold, closed in the past 2 months. It's quite a bit. If we go back 30 days, so 148, so that's 196 or 296. That's almost evened out. So yeah, 30 expired. Expired would be interesting because really no homes should ever expire. And in the last 100, let's go the last 60 days. In the last 2 months, 29 homes expired. Now, well, a lot of these are, well, just a couple manufactured and all single family. So you never know. I mean, this home here, let's see, well, that's kind of crazy, 900 something. Well, that's why it expired, or 1,250,000. And this home's only 2,200. You want to see what a $939,000 home looks like with only 2,200 square feet living area. So they're asking $939. Interesting. And this thing must have a pool on the golf course for that kind of money. Let's see. Looks like a Bridgeport. It is a Bridgeport. Oh yeah, it is on the golf course, and they built this big, huge lanai area. Usually the lanais in Bridgeport stop right here and here, and then they built all of this on and closed it, and it's on the golf course. Very nice. And that's the outside. I still think they're a little overpriced, and not only that, but this home has a closed-in kitchen, doesn't really have an open kitchen, so it's not all that popular. I think they call it Mayflower too. So yeah, this opens up to the dining room, which is over here, and then a little bit of the living room, but they're kind of hiding that fact, I think. Yeah, see, doesn't really open up much to the living room. And this is the dining room over here. So pretty home, but probably about $100,000 overpriced. Let's see what they did. So $939 it started out. Holy cow. And it ended up at $939. Oh, it expired only after 90 days. They only gave it 90 days at that price. Too bad. Too bad that they only went 90 days. Because a home like that at that price, you're going to need a lot more than 90 days. All right, so interesting. Here's what we do. When we're looking at, let's see, this one expired. Oh, on the market, it expired. Oh, when did it expire? 4/25, back in April. Let's see if we can find it somewhere else. So, 2864. I'm going to see if it got relisted. Active. We'll do pending too, maybe. 2864. 2864. No matches. Expired. 2 matches. So, stepping stone. So we're on the right path here. So, active pending. Did it sell? No matches. All right. Then I would go to the villages and Florida's friendliest hometown retirement complex. Search for homes. And what was that one word? 2864. So I would put 2864. Stepping stone. So they went and listed with the villages after 90 days. Oh, it's a boxwood. And reduced the price to $8.95. So this is what really gets me, to be honest with you guys. All right, hold on. Let me talk to you a little bit. So, $8.95. They reduced the price. It went and listed with the villages and reduced the price, and it's still not sold. So a lot of people think, oh man, I'm going to go list with the villages. That's the place to go. That's where everybody goes. No, everybody goes to Realtor.com, Homes.com, Zillow, Trulia. That's where everybody goes. A lot of people do go to the villages website. But again, folks, keep in mind you're competing against new homes. So anybody that wants to list a home with the villages, you have to understand they'll show them your home and then they'll show them a new home in the attempt to sell a new home. So those are issues that I have with the villages, and I have issues with people. They'll reduce their price for another, even in the MLS. I've seen them, $9.39 is where this started out. They probably, and only gave them 90 days. You got 3 months. You have 90 days. You don't sell my home. And I don't take listings any less than 6 months because we do a lot of marketing. We spend a lot of time in open houses. We spend a lot of time and money. And for 3 months, especially in a market like this, at $8.95, I'm going to tell you, when I worked for the villages from 2000 to 2009, homes in this price range were premier homes. This is a designer home. So, well, I told you at $9.39 it was already, I told you it was $100,000 overpriced, right? It's still overpriced at $8.95. I guarantee we keep an eye on this home. We're going to see that price. It's going to, if they want to sell it, they're going to have to come down. So now they've had it on the, here it is, June 10th. And chances are when it expired, it expired in April. Is this the one? Yeah. So this one at 9/39, it's a 2013, was on the market exactly 90 days. Heated area 2200. It's a designer home on a golf course, but too much. We're asking too much. What I said was, in the 90 days, they didn't even reduce the price. Oh, and they put it on the market in January. So January, February, March, April, May, June. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So July 26 would be 6 months. But they didn't give this agent a fair shake, in my opinion. They didn't drop the price. They only gave her 90 days. And I usually like to say, I like to be the second. If you want to overprice your home and you don't want to consider, being realistic with the price, come see me after you've tried it somewhere else, because I'd rather be the second agent in on an overpriced home than the first agent. You're just not going to get lucky, and I've seen it time and time again. All right, so that's that. I don't want to beat a dead horse here too much. Let's go back. How are you homes? How are your homes in DeLuna doing? So I actually had somebody do the exact same thing to me, right? She only gave me 90 days. Yes, she did reduce the price of her home. I think we started at $559. We went down to $535. But in reality, her home was called a Hudson. And if I go back to the villages and I look at Hudson's, let's see. Well, Hudson model. So we're going to Hudson's only. So this was my listing right here at $535, and what I want to show you is new homes. Let's see if they have new ones. Okay, these are new Hudsons, $455. These are VLS, Villages listing. This is a new home, $439. And similar homes. So a Hudson is a veranda with a wall behind it. The Kingfisher is the same home, right? But with no wall behind it. And this is a new home, $446, right? This one's pending. They don't tell you what it is after it went pending, but I keep a list. I can tell you that I keep a list of all the homes that are on the market, and then when they go pending, I know what they were listed at originally. All of them are in the mid-4s, right? In the mid-400s. And then when you have a home like that, no upgrades. She did absolutely nothing but some landscaping. And put a water filter in there. $535. She did pay the bond, okay? She paid the bond off. That's a $35,000 bond in DeLuna. So let's say she didn't pay the bond off. Then she could have listed it at 500. She's still 50 grand overpriced, right? And so I couldn't get her to understand that. And I've told her the villages. I know she's had it over a month. I would say now with the villages, but I try to tell her you need to come down in price. $499 is where I tried to get her to go. That's at a completely different price point. That's people looking for homes from $450 to $500. She's probably watching this live stream, and maybe I'm giving her information, but that's what I already told her. So I'm just reminding her, if she's on now, your home's overpriced. You got to get under 500. And if you've paid the bond off, well, okay, you know. People are still, so people are looking at a $50,000 bond in the new areas, 48 to 51. That's where those bonds range in the Moultrie and Shady Brook area and the new areas over there by Eastport. So now if you factor in, well, the difference of $15,000 between a $35,000 bond and a $50,000 bond, if you just want to do the simple math, now you're at $485, you're still overpriced. It is what it is, and that's the perils of listing a home down south there where they're building new homes. You're competing against the new homes. It is what it is. It's that simple. So yes, they need washers and dryers, and yes, I think they need blinds, and I don't know, I think in designer homes they might have the blinds and the fans in them, but, you know, I'm an advocate of, you know, pre-owned homes because I have a home listed. We just dropped it from $535 to $499 today. This one has painted driveway. It has really a lot of money in the enhanced landscaping and the landscaping walls, water treatment. But, you know, we're still now where we need to be in the 4s and not the 5s. There's some kind of psychological thing that goes on, you know, in your mind when you're looking at homes in the 400 versus 500. So I think that's where this home needs to be that I used to have listed, and my other homes. All right, so I think we are at the end of our chats. Are the homes in the enclave still being built? The enclave.
I don't think I've heard of that before, have you?
I've heard of it, I'm just trying to remember it. Let's see. Let's see. Go back to my criteria.
It looks like it's in the village of Dabney.
Dabney?
Oh, is that? Yeah, Dabney.
Yeah. Village of Dabney. Oops. Active. Let's see. Oops. 2023 plus. Let's see. So we're going to go to the map. Megason 470. Oh, I think that's in the Lake County area, if I'm not mistaken. This isn't showing me much.
Is this Sawgrass Grove area?
The Enclave?
Mm-hmm.
Just trying, well, this is the Sawgrass Grove area, but this is Dabney down here. No, this is Lake Denham. What's this? Oh, that's that electric grid. And then here is Sawgrass Grove. So, I mean, everything seems to be built out all the way down.
Dad, that's where the enclave is in comparison. That helps.
Yeah, that's in, that's in the Lake County area, I think. Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, that's this. And that's around, I thought this was Lake Denham. But I'm pretty sure, well, let's see. Let me think about this. Thank you.
Of course.
All right, so here's where, so this is the Enclave area. These are, no, it is Dabney. I think Lake Denham is just above it, though. So these are all the homes that are available. Let's see, what are these? Why? This is a new home. And what is this? Pending. Oh, okay, all the yellow ones are pending, right? And these, new home. Just trying to figure out the different color scheme. I guess that's a villa. Yeah, so the different colors. So all the yellow ones seem to be pending. These tend to be villas, and the darker ones tend to be your single-family homes. Do they have a... Just wondering, whoops, if they had a, they probably don't have an updated map of this area, but, oh, so they do have a lot. There's lots. These are lots. Okay, 49,000 for a lot there. 49,000 for this lot? What? That's kind of crazy, you guys. Spencer Avenue. 49,000 for this lot that backs up to another house? Well, okie dokie then. 49. So, there you go. You have 3 lots left, it seems like, and they have some spec homes available. right, hopefully that answers your question there. That's the enclave. Yeah. So there you go. That's why they want 50 grand, because it's a premier home neighborhood. And they haven't built premier homes in a long time.
And designer too. It's both premier and designer.
Yeah, but this little section all by itself is premier homes.
But it's saying the enclave is both, but.
Yeah. Oh, wow, they do have plenty of 50, 39, 39. I wonder if they just threw that on there just for me. These just popped up. I wonder if they tell you anything about it, like how big it is. No? There you go. Well, Lake Denham Drive. See, I knew it was close to Lake Denham, but they're still calling it Dabney. Anyways, there you go. Oh, you know what? I wonder. Bedminster. I wonder what the bonds are on that right there. Any of you guys know? Districtgov.org. I think what we need to do is 439 Bedminster. Just curious. This is another one for LG. And we're going to, that's in Lake County. So we shall travel down, let's see, verandas, unit 84. Let's figure out, here's an Osprey. 682 Shivers Loop, right? Details, serious details. All right. Trying to find out what oh, that was in the VLS. 242, 662. Well, anyways, 682 Shivers Loop. We're gonna have to go to another one. We're gonna have to dive down deep. Oops. 682. Man, I can't believe that one home was on the market already. All right, so unit number 84. You guys see that? Number 84. Now we can go over here to 84. And we can see $72,000. $72,000 bond. 72 grand. That's a record. So no $50,000 bond, John, $72,000. That's crazy. Look at the top of the map, Gary says. Look at the top of the map. This map. Look at the top. Doesn't show. Anyways, we found it. 72 grand, guys. All right, so
Pretty consistent, 51 currently.
there we go. Yeah, Missy, thank you for that question. That was awesome. See, you guys teach me a lot of stuff. That's one of the great things about about this live stream. A lot of you know more than I do, right? So I know a lot about the older homes, the older part of the villages, but the brand new part I can't sell. And so only Villages agents can sell in those brand new areas, and that's why I'm ignorant to the fact of, I hear, yeah, they've got a new premier neighborhood, which they haven't had in 8 years, 7 years, 8 years, ever since they went south. I think the last premiere was in the village of, oh my gosh, right off Morris Boulevard in 44. It's late, guys. I'm having a mental breakdown here. It's the village of, shoot, now I gotta go find out exactly.
Pre-Finney.
It's before Finney. It's right off of Morris. Oh, there's that map. Hate this map. I bet you guys know. Look up. Look up at the top of the map. So I don't know what y'all are talking about when you tell me to look at the top of the map.
Or was that for when you were looking for the enclave?
Yeah, Gary says, Bill says, look up. And then Gary says, look at the top of the map. I'm going to go back there in just a second, but this right here is the good map. And over here is, Warm Springs, Morris Boulevard, and then down here is the village of Nash Loop. Oh, I'm way too far north. Okay. I gotta go down here to here. This is right here. This is your last premier home area. And it is in the village of course it wouldn't tell me. Anyways, Iron Oak. Yeah, it's not telling me. Oh well. I'm still dumb. I'm still trying to find out what y'all are talking about. Look up. Look at the top of the map. I mean, that doesn't tell me what the legal description is. And that's just what I was looking for. I was looking at the legal description, because that'll tell me what lot it was. All right, y'all. 7:55. Jamie Miller, if you're still on here, love you. We'll see you on Thursday. And to all of you who hung in there to the last, Ricky P, Kevin, John Keller, all the party people at Rizzo's house, thank you for joining me this evening. Victoria, Missy Mo, Gary Winkle, all the way to the end, you guys. I love y'all. Wrestler Mania, thank you for joining us and hanging out with me for a couple of hours. Anyways, Corky, I forgot to mention you. Thank you. I don't know if you're still on or not. Appreciate it. Let's see. So, all y'all,
6:30 on the 24th.
6:30. Be there or be square. June 24th, no live stream on Joey Miller's birthday. Okay? Which happens to be June 17th. So, Jamie, don't forget Joey's birthday. All right, you guys, love y'all. We are out of here. We'll see you on the 24th. Please come with all your questions. Makes it a good time, makes it interesting. Everybody learns. That's what this is all about, even myself. So thank you again. And